Good day, everybody. Welcome back to CJfarmGrit.
How long does it take to harvest 3 tons of juice grapes?
Come along in the New Holland tractor cab with me
And me.
as we seek to find out. Okay, some of you have been asking for a live. Starting the stopwatch. We are starting to harvest right now. I'm going to time how long it takes to fill a gondola. And then I'm going to give the camera to my sister. So I started the stopwatch. Some of you have been asking for a live, and we've thought about it and we're going to do it, but to make sure it's on noise cancellation. But on the farm we have like spotty reception, and so it'll be like all blurry, and our voices could be like cutting in and out, and the screen would freeze, and so that is so as of right now, this is the closest you guys are gonna get to a live, and we might, like in the future, get like a portable thing that one of you has suggested to get, and we might do that. But as of right now, because we're in harvest, so we'll figure that out like in the winter months when there's not that much going on. So yeah, filling my gondola right now. I have stopwatch going so you guys will know how long it takes. Well, it depends. If the tonnage is good, it's going to take faster to fill the gondola, and if it's light, then it's going to take longer. So anything that happens, you guys are going to experience it with us. I'm going to put you somewhere else so you can see. This is what we have to do when we're, you see? And then still drive and make sure like grapes aren't spilling out of the back. Dad's up in the harvester. Our sister had just brought over the Freightliner semi. Okay, one thing, I'm in the old super steer, and one thing I literally love about this tractor is the gas handle is right here. It's right here. And in the new tractors, they decided to move the gas handle up on the dash. And so when we want to use the gas handle, we have to hunch our backs and reach forward to get it. Because if there's a gas, hold on. What's the pattern?
Just 8 rows, so 2 on top and 1 on bottom.
And so I like this tractor better because the gas handle's right here. I don't have to reach. 5 minutes ago. Okay, so he just pumped something with the belt.
You're waiting. Do you want me to open the tank, or do you want to open it?
You open it.
Telling me or asking?
I'm telling you.
I have no idea what.
Shifting to beehive 4. Count 2 rows. And then make sure my trailer's not going to hit any anchors. Not that it ever has before. And then shift back into beehive 3 and wait for the picker driver to catch up. Someone commented and said to hear more of the English accent. So here it is. For whatever reason, the English accent, the British accent, and the Irish accent is so easy to do. I don't know why. Let's see how long. It's been 6 minutes so far. between the windows. Look pretty good. What do we want to talk about? We could talk about how great you all are. And how you are always showing up in the comments, liking the videos. We muchly appreciate it. Each and every one of you. I don't know why. It's easier for me to look over my right shoulder, even though the grape harvester is on the left-hand side. It's easier. Forgive me if it's all jerky. Typically, we would crop all that out when we're moving the camera. It is easier for me to look over my left shoulder. I mean, my right shoulder, even though the grape harvester is on the left-hand side. Sometimes I will go like that, but anyway. So we might do a live in the future, but as of right now, this is a live for you guys. Is that a good angle? You guys see? I don't think you can see.
No. Oh, wait, we weren't going to. Were we?
No, I'm gonna give you the camera when I'm dumping so then you can record. Is it crooked? I feel like it's crooked. When he honks, that means to stop.
On your gondola wheel, there's a sprinkler right in the middle.
In my wheel?
Step up on your wheel, there's a sprinkler in your tank.
Somebody... I'll be right back.
Don't get my shirt dirty.
Oh man. What do you think, I'm Goliath? That couldn't be more perfectly placed.
Did it break?
Nope, still has the extension on it. Didn't have baby wipes in this tractor. Well, what are your jeans for? Is there anything else you guys wanted to talk about while I have you here on the live? That's so weird to think that when we post this, you all are going to be watching this. The dad said these gondolas are over 40 years old.
Are we going to move these mechanics after hers?
What I was saying is the gondolas are over 40 years old. Dad said when he was a young lad, he remembers them. So these are pretty old gondolas. It's been 14 minutes and we are still filling the same gondola. Let's see, which way am I going to turn so see the trailer when I'm turning? then like I'll speed up so the picker arm is further back in the gondola, so the back of the gondola gets filled. And then I'll slow down so the front of it can get filled. Coming to the end of the row, shift into beehive 4 so I can turn faster and get out of the way from the picker. Count 1, 2 rows and then turn in. Put it in neutral and then wait for Dad to catch up in the harvester. Oh, someone said that coconut water should sponsor us. That's what I told my sister. We just keep like the selfie stick, the ND filters, the mics, the magnetic thing that you guys are currently on. We keep it all in one spot so we don't lose it. And that's like the perfect size box for it all, so. So in the last video, we told you guys to comment the time you were watching the video, and you all did. It was very cool to see all the different time zones that you guys are in and the times you're watching.
We have a lot of night owls. You guys are either up super early or did not go to bed until late, which I think you all are night owls. Some of you.
And there was actually like 3 comments of it was 5:44 for you as well. The time, because it was for us as well. And then it was for 5:44 for you. So that was kind of creepy, weird, cool. So thank you for doing that.
You all are great.
Yeah.
We love telling you guys to comment stuff because you all show up in a huge big way and
Yeah.
it's fun.
So thank you. You guys are very great. Thanks. I love fall sunsets. The clouds are like cool and look at that clean window. I don't think there's anything else for me to say except for thank you, everybody. Buy a donkey. And then once I'm full, I'm going to give the camera to my sister, and then she will talk to you guys live in her tractor. You see, I can kind of see the grapes. I'm full. Okay, hold on. This tractor kind of goes slower, so I shift into C when I'm full. And then go. Oh, I think that's terrible lighting. Oh, shoot, the time! 18 minutes. I have no idea what you can see. That's how long it took to fill it. It doesn't seem like it took that long. Not at all. That's how long it took.
Stop right there.
I think she's gonna take the camera and get different angles for you guys. Buy a donkey for riding along with me in my tractor. I'm gonna give you to my sister and you will ride along with her.
We usually line the gondola up with this bar right here, about that. Wait, I want to show the grapes though. Wait. Okay, now wait. Now wait. Wait. Get out. I'm gonna get up there and you can move. of these gondola dumps goes into this tank. Sky is so blue.
Tractor.
What?
Take them in your tractor.
Say bye.
Oh yeah. Okay, that's cool. That just happened. Take a bitter from the steps.
Okay, it is time for the country highlight.
You all have been in a fight to get your country on this week's highlight because it was very close.
So, technically, who actually won this week's country highlight was Australia again. You guys have lots of views and your average view duration is very high. So thank you, Australia. But you guys were last week.
So we can't do that. And if it wasn't Australia, then it was Canada. But you guys were also a highlight in one of our videos.
And if it wasn't Canada, it would have been the US.
And if it wasn't, it would have been South Africa. But you guys missed it by 2 views. If you would have had 2 more views because we had at least 50 views, and you missed it by 2. So if you had 2 more views, you would have made it on the highlight. And then if it wasn't South Africa, then it was going to be the US. But we also already did the US. So
technically, if it wasn't the US, it would have been New Zealand.
Yeah.
But we already did that too.
So
the highlight of this week's video is
Sweden. So not counting the countries we already did, Sweden,
We're going down the list because some of them we already did.
Yes.
So Sweden, you won.
So some fun facts about Sweden. We'll save the best for last. Sweden has the most islands in the entire world. 69% of Sweden is covered in forests. And then the last fun fact is our great-grandfather migrated from Sweden, so we're Swedish. We have Swedish in our blood. And
technically, a small part of us, we are Swedish German.
Totally. So, yeah, we have a little bit of percentage of Swedish in us.
You guys are great.
And thank you, Sweden, for making it on this week's country highlight. And for the next week, we are going to...
You guys have to have a minimum of 50 views.
And if we already did your country as a highlight, then we'll go to the next. So watch the video all the way through. Make sure you get your views at least up to 50. And we will see you all next week when we do the country highlight for that video.
All right. I'm not going too fast because I don't want my tractor to be bouncing down the road. So, yeah. All right, so I'm gonna slow down and find the road we need to go in. There is, right there. see how long it takes to fill this gondola. Find my book. Start. So we're starting. All right. So, we are picking our organics right now. And it's hot.
There?
Yeah. Your arm spilling out the back. Side, I mean. We are picking our organics right now, and we're actually finishing up our organics. We've been picking them for the last couple of days. We're not finishing harvest today, but we are finishing our organics. We were picking at a field where the tonnage was not good this year for our organics. Like, okay, so for those who haven't seen what we do to keep the weeds out of our organics is we use what is called a duck footer, and it basically digs underneath the ground in the soil next to the vine, and it uproots the vines and then kicks them over. So with that, Dad thinks that it is damaging some of the feeder roots because it can also uproot some of the feeder roots. And what's the pattern? One?
One down here, two on top.
And so the duck footer, Dad doesn't know if it is affecting the tonnage because the parcel that we were picking at, it was not good tonnage. And so we also duck foot here. But the tonnage is like average here. The tonnage isn't like super bad here. Is the tonnage average here or what?
Say again?
Is the tonnage here average or better or worse?
No, here is really good. Right, these longer rows are probably 10, 11 tons.
Is that average or better or worse?
Is 8 with all the grapes around, but yeah, these are more than average. These are more than average.
So this parcel that we're picking on right now is going better than average. And we also duck foot here. So it's not like the duck footer is like ruining our grapevines because it's not everywhere. Specific parcel that we were at a specific parcel that we were harvesting at, Dad and Mom have crop insurance.
Your speed, like 1617?
2. What was I saying? Oh, the crop insurance. Mom and Dad are guaranteed a certain amount of tonnage for the grapes, and so on that parcel they're going to be able to collect a little bit of insurance because the tonnage was below what they are guaranteed. So but here it's good. So it's not just the duck footer, but some of the organics were not producing well at all this year.
Take it back down? Yeah.
But yeah, my sister told you what we were doing, this type of video. We've been in the organics for 8 years, I believe Dad said. But we could not harvest them organically the first 2 years. We have to we can pick them, we just deliver them as conventional. And it's not until the third year of being farmed organically that we can deliver them organically. So we've had 6 harvests off of our organics, but we've been technically farming them organic for 8 years. Window's dusty. Sky is skying. I need to turn, so when I'm turning, I go into a higher gear so that I can get, you can't see. 1, 2. So when we're picking, I go into B high 2, and then to get out and turn and get out of the way, I go into B high 4. So, yeah, some of our organics did like not good at all. These organics right now, they are picking above average. So it's not technically like the duck footer's fault, but the duck footer does do some damage to the vines a bit. Because we have a work crew and they will go through after I go through and duck foot. They will go through a little bit later, a couple weeks later, to get the weeds that the duck footer missed.
Did you pick all the short rows over to the Niagara on this side to the left of us?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. All right, so when we are picking, so we go in B high 2 because it is a slow enough gear but a high enough RPM. So when I'm going, my RPMs are right there.
Say again?
Is that the last row?
No, there's 2 left.
That's my RPMs right now, and I'm going at a slow enough speed because, as my younger brother used to say, you don't want to be okay, he said one time when we like very first started picking, I was in too high of a gear that my RPMs were too low on, and my little brother said, how would you like to be hauling 3 tons of grapes while holding your breath? And so yeah, we want the RPMs to be up high enough because these gondolas, they are 3 ton, and so we don't want to wear out the tractor. But yeah, so basically we just go up and down and we pick every single grape row with that grape harvester. We're gonna a different angle. And then going into the row, can you see? We have to take it wide because the rows are only 9 feet apart, and so we take the going into the row as wide as we can. And then once my gondola is under the picker arm, I shift back into a low gear and we pick the next row. And we do this to every single row until the whole field is picked. Okay, so right now I can kind of start seeing grapes in my gondola. So I don't know if you can see, you probably can't, but we can't see the inside of the gondola, but we can see, like, when we start to see a hump of grapes, what we usually do is then we'll slow down to get the picker arm towards the front, and then once I see grapes right there, then we'll speed up a little bit. I'm pretty sure my sister and brother do the same thing, I don't know, but this is just what I do. And then I'll speed up a little bit and to get the picker arm towards the back so that the grapes go towards the back, so that it kind of fills the gondola.
Between us is what's left.
So that it kind of fills the gondola evenly. I don't know if you can, I don't know how wide these gondolas are, but the grape row is 9 feet wide, and so there's not much room for error when you're driving these down the grape row, if you can see on each side. See, I can see grapes, so I'm going to speed up so that the rest of them go towards the back. And then once the picker driver sees that the gondola is filled in each spot, then the arm shuts off, and then I go dump. I still have my time going, I forgot about that. I can't forget to look. It's sticky over here. He's going to be shutting off the belts here soon. I'm gonna look at the stopwatch. I don't know, my sister was supposed to time how long hers took. I don't know if she did. But the place that the grapes were not good, their gondolas took forever to fill up. I don't know how long it was. 40 minutes could sound a reasonable amount of time. I don't know though. So far it's been 16 minutes. Can't see, I don't think you can see that. Cold. Alright, the gondola, the picker arm shut off. So now I speed up to get out of the way. And that took, I'll show you once I turn. Because the other gondola driver, which right now is my sister, she is behind me. And so once this gondola is filled, we get out of the way so that they can continue to pick. Just hold on.
Yeah.
Right there. They're continuing to pick. And so I get out of the way. And I'm going to turn down a row that has already been picked so that I can go dump. And we just drive down the row. If you guys have made it this far in the video,
Comment your country's flag emoji. For example, ours is the US. Thank Thank you very much. What was
Muchly appreciated.
was it? Thank you if you did. Muchly appreciated. That's what it is.
You don't see a helicopter?
I was literally showing you guys. I don't think you can see it though. But the sky looks pretty. Let us know what you guys think of this more kind of like a live version of YouTube, like our YouTube videos, instead of like, because usually we'll give you guys like an overview of the week or a couple days. It's not necessarily always a week. It's just what's been going on recently. But today we thought we would give you guys some kind of different kind of video. Don't know what you can see. Is that a good angle for you to see out the window? Alright, I'm getting us. We don't have. Well, we get up real close next to the semi. Because we don't want the grapes spilling out. Alright, so once we are lined up, then what we do is this handle, we just put it up. And that puts the gondola up. And if I push the gas, it'll speed things up. Next is this handle. And when I put that up, the gondola will start to tip. They stay there. And the old tractors, one of the handles you have to hold because it won't stay. And these new tractors, the handles stay. So I'm going to push the throttle forward a bit more. And the gondola dumps. And then once it's dumped all its grapes, then we put it down. And so I just put the handle back. I just put the handle down. And then it'll pop back into place once it's, I didn't do that, that did it itself. And then we put this down, and it puts the tank down. I don't know if you can see, but there's a chain down there. And so we usually we will put the gondola down until it's like 6 inches off of the ground. So that's when we know when to stop putting the gondola down. My sister, when her gondola is filled, she will fill that tank, so she's gonna shut that lid, open the next lid down there that you can't see. But yeah, that's what it takes to fill a gondola. And the time that it took to fill that gondola, just a minute. My lights aren't on. So the time that it takes to fill a gondola, it will vary on the farm that we were picking, because some of the rows can be longer. Some of y'all had asked like how long are grape rows. So some of the rows can be longer. It just depends on how the land is laid out. We have like some very long rows, and other rows they're at an angle, so they're like very short compared to the very long rows. So, but the rows that are here, they're about average between long and short, so yeah. But it took 16 minutes and 23 seconds to fill that gondola, which is pretty good. It's not very long, especially when you're doing it. Like, we're not thinking how long is this going to take to fill. Like, we're like, that took 3 rows. Good. I don't know. But we hope you guys enjoyed this little different type of video. Yeah, we're gonna finish our organics tonight. We will have maybe like a load left, a load and a half at the most, and then we're gonna finish out harvest with the rest of our conventionals. But yeah, I don't think this is how we're ending this video. I was talking to my sister and I think we will see you guys in the truck. Pretty sure. So, see you then. Like, maybe, I don't know when we'll do it. Bye for now. Actually, not bye for now. I forgot to show you guys how we pull away from the semi. Just a minute. So, once the gondola is down, then we just go straight, because if we turn, we don't want anything to hit, anything with the tractor to hit the semi. So we just pull straight forward. Can you see? Yes. And just drive straight. And I slowly just like kind of swerve around so my mirror doesn't hit the semi-mirror. And that's it. And then by the time, depending on how the field is picking, by the time that the gondola dumps, then it is either time for me to, where are they at? Oh, I think we finished this long rows. I do believe all these are on, yeah. All of these long rows that we were picking, they're picked. So we're moving to a different part on this parcel where it's not picked. But I'm going to higher gears so I can go find them. I think that's it for now. I think this is it now. Okay, I'm sitting here waiting for them to fill. My sister is getting her gondola filled right now, and I'm realizing that I don't think I said that we have had crop insurance for about 8 years. Dad and Mom got it just like within the last 10 years. And Dad said even if we have never, in that 8 years, we have only had to claim crop insurance one other time besides now. And Dad said even if we had it, like back in the day, we wouldn't have had to claim any insurance on it because our grapes usually do perfectly fine. Like, yeah, like the tonnage is always good, like your grapes, they usually produce fine. But, so yeah, only one other time have we ever, or would have ever, needed to collect insurance on them. So this year would be the second time in like ever. So I forgot to say. So, but yeah, hold on. There, she's getting her gondola filled. So right now I'm just sitting in the tractor waiting. This should be it for right now because we're done. Showing you guys what it takes to fill a gondola. But we hope you guys enjoyed this little live, but not live, but kind of unedited, like not really edited out. So yeah.
Tack så mycket for watching today's video. We hope you enjoyed it.
We will see you all very soon.
Run.
You took forever to cover me.
That looks look good. You took too long to cover me. Fine. No, it's cold.
Oh, but you love it.
Yeah, I do.
That sounded convincing.
It's just my hands. I need my gloves. It's like shrinking in the cold. It's like curling all up. You answer me.
Just, can I do it?
Whatever.
Tack så mycket.
Tack så mycket. Tack så mycket. It looks like somebody took a chunk out of my head. So takamake. Tak. Tak. It's like they're clicking their tongue. Tak. Why does my hair shrink in the cold?